the short one later. Alright. Okay, we are going live into No Man's Sky again. We're gonna play on the Polestar that I was playing on before. At our last, in our last scene, what we did is we found a minor settlement. I've not yet gone exploring around that minor settlement, at least not heavily. And so we are just going to kind of circle around and see what we can find along the way. I already, when I did a little scanning around, I saw there was another dissonance, not radiator, but resonator. So that's going to be one of those mirror things. So we're going to go take a look at that, and we may be dealing with a few sentinels and see how we do up against them. The nice thing about having the base where we have it is it's not going to be far if something happens. If we have to run away, we totally can, and that's what we're going to do, yes. All right, and I know it's kind of amazing how the price of just what should be fairly reasonable priced food is now at what 4 times as high now. It's just kind of amazing, but. You know, I'm grateful for what I have, and I guess we'll get through it, you know. Make adjustments. Oh. And I say this as I'm pouring my Diet Dr. Pepper into my little cup of ice here. Alright, so here we are at the minor settlement. I'm kind of loving how things are loading in. It's still a little odd, which tells me they haven't quite got the graphics refined from this latest update yet. But that's okay. You know, we'll work with what we've got. I'm going to do a real quick scan and a look, because I don't quite remember where I saw that resonator. There's a buried mineral formation. That's a crystal. Might go there, because it's not too far. And it'll give me a chance to run my little nomad here. Nomads take carbon as their fuel, and this one is not a super hyped up jet one, though it does look like I could put in the drift suspension. Oh, let's do that. Let's put in some good stuff here, since we can. And we'll put in this one too. And this one. Put on all 3. Awesome.
Incoming storm.
Yes. So I'm going to put in the boost module and the engine. I'm pretty sure the drift, forward grip, angular grip. I think I'm going to go with I want the grip to be very strong so I don't slide too much. Yeah, that's what I want. But since we got weather coming, I'm just going to wait for a moment. This will give me a chance to come in and We'll make sure everything's at 100%.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Recharging here. Let's see. Oh, and yes, this is why I even wanted to do all this. There we go. The life support, so everything's up. The hazard protection, the life support. I got power in my trade rocket, so all of that is looking pretty good. I'm looking at Starship, make sure the launch fuel is at 100%, which it is. It's looking pretty good here. We got some good shields. I'm gonna take a moment and see if I got like a launch, since I can. Let's see, this is all pulse engine, I think. Pulse engine, Humboldt drive. Wait, Humboldt drive? Let's see if I can install that in my, nope, I cannot. That's for something else. Alright, so, you know, we're just waiting out the weather here, so, you know, might as well use the time while we got it. There's a salvage fleet beacon that I could put in the salvage fleet beacon. Oops, not quite. Yeah, that would be for the yes, the freighter. Yeah, I'm sitting there trying to find a word there. Trying to find my words. I got, those are mining units for the freighter. Oh, I got things to put in that I have not put in. Oh, that's nice. And the trade unit. Oh my goodness. There's some more fleet stuff there, but what I really want, that's a suspicious movement module. I don't know. Suspicious mining beam, that might be useful. Because you can, in a pinch, use your mining beam as a weapon if you need to. Mining speed.
Storm clearing.
And we'll pop it, we don't need it then. Alright. Yeah, it's not super, it wasn't super good, so I popped it, so. It'll give me a little extra something somewhere, you know, that's fine. Plus it gives me a little room here. I'm kind of impressed because in one of my other ones, I did not have this much stuff. I apparently was a busy gal on this one. Phase beam, Starship shield module. Oh, well, that's nice. There's another movement module. I think with this one, I said to myself that I would go through and I sold a bunch of ships, I think, which is why I have money. And why I have nanites. So I think that's what happened here. Alright, it looks like the weather is done. So let's let us carry on. Drive on up the hill now that we've checked everything. Get out and do the terrain manipulator. Now, because it's a mineral, we do actually have to shoot the terrain manipulator because it requires mining. We have to clear that dirt so we can mine, and then we can shoot and mine the crystal. And the thing is that it will get us a glowing mineral, which is very useful for other kinds of, I guess, minerals. And so you can pop those like so, and that gets me a geodesite or some other kind of item that's similar to it. And you can see that this is worth 150,000 units, but if I put it in the processor, it will give me platinum. So, you know, it becomes something else. So it's worth doing, is what I'm trying to say, is to get those minerals. It's another thing that's worth finding and then processing. I did. I jumped out and it just kind of, apparently I jumped out a little too hard there. Alright, so now that I'm up here, I'm going to get up. I'm going to take a look around. So there's a gravitational ball. There's radiant shards. There's animals. There's the knowledge stones. You know I love knowledge stones, so I'll probably head out that way. There's buried cache. That might be cadmium, might be anything. There's the minor settlement that we were just at. Another gravitational ball. Now what I should be looking at, there's something behind the mountain there. What I should be looking at are these little blue diamonds here. Those are the radiant shards. Well, it's 400 something away, which means it's... Oh, that's right. I don't have too many animals, do I? It's either in the ground or it's over the hill. Yes, I did. It's just figuring out where it's at. I have to get close enough because it was 400 and something away. Got it. I got it. Let's take a look and see. I got 8 of 9. So now the next one I need to look for, the last one I need to... Oh, look at it. It's a little crab. Kind of a little crab spider thing. This poor thing we could call Four Eyes and have it be meaningful. My last one is underground, so I'll have to start checking caves. We might get lucky like with an outdoor cave and it'll show up there. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's another buried mineral. Gravitino ball. Radiant shard. Okay, it's obvious that I've got some good stuff around here. What I'm looking for, though... I guess let's start getting some of these shards. And we'll just start walking around and trying to find stuff, you know, like we do. Since I'm standing right next to them, a whole bunch of them, might as well get them. Oh, so you need a lot, I guess, then. So it's a good thing we found a whole lot here. Yeah. Oh, in the discoveries, yeah. Now, if you hear kind of a, I guess, humming sound, that doesn't seem like it's from No Man's Sky. My lawn is getting mowed, so that might be what's going on. Oh, we got our first sentinel. Moving out of the sentinel's way here. I wonder if we could do It Wasn't Me, officer, on this. But we can apparently run away. So, good to know. Good to know. Corrupt swarm on alert. Corrupt swarm on alert. It is! Oh my goodness, did you see that? You can, if you're willing to change your weapon, it looks like they're doing that high sentinel thing, where if you switch your weapon, like I switched to the terrain manipulator, but I also did jump into the nomad, it decided I was not the problem. So, as long as you're not aggressively going after them, they may not be aggressively going after you. Yeah, I can appreciate it, because we went from hot to cold in this particular area in the Midwest. We had 2 days where it's like, you know, over 80 degrees, and now it's like not 80 degrees, and it's a lot colder. And so we were talking about how some things are hurting a little bit because of it, so yeah. That a lot of sodium over there? That is a lot of sodium. Ooh, is that a health restorative? Friends, I'm gonna go grab that, and that's because that's where I added in the shield, and we want to make sure that the shields are at maximum with this particular update, especially if we're gonna be fighting sentinels or whatever. We just want to make sure that everything starts at tip-top shape before we get involved with all that. Oh, now this, I gotta say, I kind of love this. It's so grassy and it's so jungly here. And look at the different kinds of colors that are going on. This is a really, I want to say, unique planetary experience. Because the grass is kind of green and also yellow. It's just really pretty. So it's got kind of, I guess I want to say, kind of desert-ish colors. Even like here's the cactus, and the cactus has the blue and the green going on. Now some of this may be because the planet itself is purple, so all the colors are just a little bit off, but it doesn't change, and it's pretty to look at. But what's interesting is how, like, all these canisters and everything, they are buried in this grass. You have to really look hard for them. And an unidentified plant. Alright. I'm trying to get it, but it's just kind of like the canisters in the way. Oh, got it. Got it. There we are, 65,000. Easy find. Yep, all I had to do was switch my weapon from mining beam to terrain manipulator, so that is really good to know. It means that essentially I can travel safely. And it means I can decide when I'm ready to deal with the sentinels. Because the truth is, I am going to have to deal with the sentinels at least enough to get some directions for where some of the stuff is at. Damaged machinery. I love damaged machinery because there's a good chance of getting like nanites, but also a good modular one. so it's fun to check these out and find out what we get. We got some nanites. Nanites are great. Ooh, and there's the this is my favorite kind of salvage data buried technology situation. Right up here, I don't have to dig for it. I love when that happens, but it usually only happens like on mountains. So mountains and hills, that's where that one happens. Let's look around. Buried cache. Ooh, what's this? Harmonic scrap. Oh, we definitely want to go there. Definitely want to go there. Looks like the harmonic scrap's a little bit under the ground here. It says rebuilt unit 0-E55. Alright, some rebuilding. Oh, okay. We get some pugnium. I will take that. It says 25, 52, 88, 96, 120. It's a lot of numbers. It says a lot of numbers. It says feed lost circuits 71 at Lantidium. Alright, let's try that. It says the 10th. And okay, the 10th. Wow, I wonder if each of these is like a part of a puzzle. And I don't know if there's something else you can do with it once it's done that. Okay, no, once you've got that part, you've got that part. So, good to know. And feeding the scrap does not incite the sentinels. So the sentinels are okay with you feeding scraps. On this planet. I don't know how it would be on other planets, but on this planet so far, they have been really kosher with things. You know, doing the usual kind of sentinel thing. If you shoot something that they are monitoring, like if I go over here and shoot the radiant pillar, or I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that, or accidentally run over an animal, which I feel like, you know, yeah, it's okay that they're upset that happened. That seems like a regular cop moment. Pardon to all the police officers who may be watching, but it was an understandable reaction there. I guess that would be more like a conservationist. Alright, we found another one here, just driving around, so let's see what we got. Yeah, so far I got pugnium, now I'm getting runaway mold. Yeah, this says the junkyard moons. It says feed lost circuits, and I think I have enough to do it. The 8th. So I had the 8th and the 10th. Well, that's interesting. Let me see how much. I have 303 at Lantidium, so I have a little while before I have to get some more. And looking around here. There's salvage data there. There's radiant stuff there. Another radiant stuff. There's hazardous flora, a knowledge stone over there, and we just fixed that one over there. There's a knowledge stone over there. Might just head in that general direction. There's condensed carbon, which I'm passing. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it. I can come back for it, or we'll find another patch. But right now, I'm just kind of looking around for specific things, just to see how things look. Ooh, we are in a field of living crystals here. And the knowledge stone, like everything else, is kind of in the sort of, I guess, plant-based area. There we go. Yep, might as well get some more while I'm here. Because the thing is, no matter what, with the crystal, and the plants and everything, it's worth getting. The crystals you can turn into pugnium, which turns into nanite. The plants give you carbon and condensed carbon, which you have to have anyway for building and other kinds of things. Or filling up, like your mining tool, refilling that for the energy. So it's worth getting it and clearing out the field just a little bit. There we go. And the rocks have ferrite dust and dihydrogen, so if you need dihydrogen, that's a pretty easy way to get some. And we do not seem to be being crowded by a sentinel just yet, so you might as well get it while you can. And yeah, oh, there is. Okay, so where's the cactus? Is that? Oh, yeah. Well, those look like regular cactus, but this world probably does have like the not echinacea, but the cactus. Oh, it is. There they are. A whole bunch of them. Look at that. That is a major field of echinocactus. All right. So what we are gonna do is go ahead and stop and get the aloe. Aloe is good for burns, but it's also a food here in this world. I love this cape. This is a fun little cape. Alright, now what the cactus is good for, like if you put it in a nutrient processor, it's going to give you vegetables. Yes. And if you put it in your refiner, what you'll get is carbon. So if by any chance you're on a planet that does not have a lot of plants, but it does have this field of echinocactus, you could take this cactus and get yourself some carbon, one way or the other. Alright, we're not going to grab all of them because I don't need all of them, just enough to... Alright. We'll take half of this then, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So there is the, look at it, and it moves pretty quick. It's taking only a few seconds to turn that into carbon, and you'll note that it doubles the output. So you got 1 cactus to 2 carbon, and it's just that easy. So, like I said, if you're lacking in carbon and you gotta have it, this is the stuff to have and carry around. If you can. In fact, if I recall, there was one expedition where we were on where there wasn't a whole lot, and this is basically how I got my carbon, was was by doing that. Alright, and then I think I do have my nutrient processor. I do, so let me show you what goes on with the nutrient processor too.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And it's gonna give me cactus juice. Oh, it gives me cactus nectar. I thought it used to, okay. I'll take cactus nectar. Good to know. And then the cactus nectar turns into sugar. Oh, okay, just a second. I'm gonna call my ship to me here. This is why you make sure you have launch fuel on a planet like this. Because it's not that you necessarily are going far or anything. It's that the storms, if you only have, like, say, like I only have one module, it's worth it to be able to call the ship in and not worry about whether you can call the ship in. Because look, here it is at 100%. So we're good to go if I need to take off. And it's good to go if I need to call it someplace else. My shield in my ship. Let's talk about my shields. Oh, the geode here. I think that's probably for the ferrite geode. I don't think that's cobalt. So if I pop them, they're probably increasing something in the ferrite. Let's go take a look here. Yeah, pure ferrite. That was a lot of pure ferrite there. And ferrite dust. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. In fact, I'm going to take this ferrite and put it in the exosuit. I'm going to take this carbon. This is from when I shot the ground. That's where that one came up. In fact, even this right here, the Atlantidium, is from when I shot the ground. And this dihydrogen, too, is also from when I shot the ground. So you can see that there was some positive results from shooting the ground there. I got a lot of uranium. And I'm not entirely sure how I got all this uranium, but I'm glad I have it, because that's basically launch fuel. So I'm okay for launch fuel for a while. Just sort of cleaning up while the weather is being the weather here. Let's see.
Weather update.
And I guess really
Storm clearing.
all of that can kind of go together. And I have enough space here to just kind of let it be. I'm not gonna put things in the nutrient processor just yet. I'm just kind of moving things around here. I'm gonna put this in the freighter. I don't need to carry one oxygen. I'll put that in the freighter. There you go, for right now. That'll work for right now. Okay, it says the weather's cleared, so I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna call my nomad to me. Ooh, there's a dissonance resonator. Dissonance resonator. Yeah, so let's go take a look at that. 4 plants, you know. What I might try to do is not fire close to that. I'm gonna get out here and see if I can shoot it from far away. That looks like a spider down there. Okay. There's a bolt caster. Well, I'm definitely shooting something. I'm not entirely sure I'm shooting the resonator. Very slowly shooting the resonator. I got their attention. Have they? They're looking in the right direction. But I'm just far enough. Now, if I start shooting again, there's one who will see me right there, because they're close enough to see me now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend like I'm searching for the animal in the cave here. Ooh, that's quite the distance. Scan. This gives me a chance to kind of keep an eye on them. No, it is not. Oh, wait, it totally is. It totally is. We got him. We got him. I guess, well, okay then. I was not expecting to actually get the animal. I thought that was the same crab as before. But, alright, let's go to the catalog. We have 9 of 9 discovered. And it's 2,250 nanites, and we're totally claiming those. And this is how I've been getting my nanites, in case you're wondering. Go forth and discover your animals. That's really how to really get your nanites going. I mean, it says on all 4 planets, but I've actually been. You remember, I was on an expedition, you know, so. Alright, I think it's safe to shoot again, but I'm gonna refill my winter gear here. Oh, the mining is even better. Oh, that's because it's... Swarm is hunting. Now it says I'm detected. It says I'm detected. Let me go running for just a little bit. Please hold. My doorbell just rang because, you know. We'll pause and think good thoughts. I'll be right back. So the trick when you are being pursued and your doorbell rings is if you're on the Xbox, you press the 3 lines and go into discoveries. And, and what that does is it pauses the screen for a little bit, okay? But they're still going to be chasing me when I get out of it, so here we go. Well, apparently they'd moved on. I saw some guy walking at a different house, and I've decided just to ignore that. Alright, the swarm is ignoring me now. I got far enough away from it. Now I just kind of have to wait them out. They're over there by my nomad. Yeah. On the other hand, because they're by my nomad, they're not necessarily by the thing, the dissonance resonator. Yes. So. We'll just walk this way. Walk this way. Oh, we're getting an unidentified plant? Oh, it's like, ooh, there's a damaged machinery over there. But I don't want to lose where the dissonance resonator is. I don't know why I keep calling it a radiator, but, you know. It's an R word, it counts, right? Look, I've got my terrain manipulator on. I'm totally harmless. Wow. Yep, they're very aware of me now. So what I might do, I'm going to look down there and see if there's any of them down there, because they're so busy looking at me up here. But they've split. As you can see, there's some down there. The one I'm cautious of is the spider. Okay. Here's the spider. And I don't know what is, if it's also on the don't bother the person. This is the, yeah, oh look how close I am. So this one, it won't bug you if you're not bothering it, at least on this world. I don't know how they are on the other world, so it may depend on the world start, you know. If it originally was just a high sentinel activity, then it may just leave you alone. Now this is making me wonder about a couple of things, though. Well, let's see. I'm not leaving this base here, by the way. I'm just doing a thing, because I you know, I don't necessarily want to try anything fancy. But I do find myself curious about whether you could trap them in a box. Because it looks like it's kind of stuck on this wall. They jump. Oh. And they can go invisible. Okay. So you'd want to be careful. So the short answer is you can. I just don't know if it has any effect in them coming after you or not.
Thermal protection falling.
No. So far has not started coming after me. Alright, so I'm going to put a top on this. Alright, I'm going to put a roof on it. We'll call it the My Pet Spider. Alright, now my intention by that is because I don't actually want to deal with it. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, it could phase through, maybe, because technically it's kind of halfway phased through already. But it might actually be stuck in there now. And so, come closer to the Nomad here. So I can get in and run away. And we're gonna test the theory that if I shoot at the thing... Actually, let's bring the Nomad closer down here. That way I can see it and I don't get scared. Put it right in front of me. So I don't get turned around. As I'm detected. Whoops, I got hit by something. It jumped out of the box. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I got 7 plus signs going on. Ooh, having a Nomad is handy. As soon as I jumped in, they evaded. Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe if you have like, oh, sorry, animal. So sorry. Okay, now I need to be able to see my Nomad, so I'm calling my Nomad in front of me again. Because it's just as easier if I can see it. Oh, I'm apparently calling my ship. That is funny. That is funny, but okay, I'll just make sure there's launch fuel. Oh, there's plenty.
Technology recharge.
Got it. Alright, let me do the Nomad. Okay, so the better strategy is to have your exocraft. Okay, building a base did nothing except annoy them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and remove it anyway. But we're gonna wait till the swarm subsides a little. And then we'll just go back and remove the base. And that, I feel like that was a good thing to find out. You know, because in theory, it should have worked. Right? And it may not have worked because of I fell in the hole. Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's just figuring out how to get out when it happens, you know. Some of these holes, their shape is, they curve in. In theory, you're supposed to be able to fly up and fly up against the edge, but when they curve in like that, it just makes it a little more difficult. Yeah, we're fine. Right, now I just have to find the base computer and delete it. Now what is interesting, okay, is that, I fully expected to trap the spider, and it would have made sense that it was, so that was actually very interesting. That actually might be a glitch, because that should have worked. But it's also good to know. Well, that's true. They are corrupted sentinels. So they're not going to necessarily follow the same rules. Alright. Yeah, the icon for the dissonance resonator says it's still there. Let me check my pockets, though. No, I got myself a mirror, so it worked. I guess let's go look and see if it's still down there. Or if there's some piece or something we need to look at. Yeah, I'm taking the Nomad. I believe this is the strategy, is, you know. I'm trying to avoid hitting the animals so I don't alarm the sentinels. In case you're wondering, well, why is she taking the long way around? I am failing at not hitting the animals, but I really am trying not to. Okay, well, what it is there's still a thing here. Okay, but now it's just busted down. It does not. There's no X to click on it, so it's just the remnant of it. So, good to know, right? Another animal just peered in front of me. So some of what's going on is the animals are just kind of loading in at the same time as I'm driving, and that's just kind of crimping my style. Ooh, there's a star there. Ancient data structure. Ooh, let's go there. Not a whole lot of them, but still something. Navigation data and navigation data. I'll be able to land places or trade them for maps. That'll be nice. I think one thing you do is kind of look where, if there's a gravitino ball, there's probably a radiant shard not too far away from it. That seems to be kind of what I'm looking at here. And then these living fragments are just kind of all over. And let me take a look at how many radiant shards I actually have. I have 4. I don't know how many I'm gonna need later. Yeah, I'm suspecting quite a few. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do is call my ship, because we're getting another firestorm. And this is a pretty flat location, so it should be all right. Another good argument for having a lot of uranium in your pocket or in your inventory. And I'm happy that I named my ship Blueberry. It entertains me every time I look at it.
Technology recharge.
Take a look and see how far I am from my base, if it'll let me. Oh, no, it won't. Just a second. Yeah, it would. It's just sometimes when you're in the cockpit, and I kind of wish you had better control in the cockpit for looking at things, because I actually like looking around, you know. And if you press too hard on your controller, you have problems. And I think it's because, if you notice, like, there's no, like, X or something. So it just kind of randomly moves your head around. And really, that's something I think they should work on and fix, in my opinion. I'm sure they have other things to fix besides my one little issue there. I want to be able to see, darn it. Oh, fun. And we'll probably look around just a little bit more, but I'm not trying to do really long streams right now. I know some of the people that I enjoy watching, they do these really long streams. I just don't know how they do it, because I hit points where I'm like, I must stand up. But we're not quite at a place to stop yet. What I might do is start heading back to the base and seeing what's on the way on the back to the base. Yeah. But I feel like we did quite a bit as far as learning. I mean, we got the nanites, we got a mirror. We didn't necessarily fight sentinels, but we've learned a few things about them. And the Nomad is a winner for traveling and finding and dealing with this without having to, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, from what I've seen, you do have to fight them eventually, but for right now, just dealing it with them on your own terms is it's really nice to be able to just walk it. Alright, now I know I refilled already, so we're good on the ship. Alright, let's get into the Nomad. There are some nice little ships on this planet, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, the shapes of the rocks can kind of fool you, because I keep thinking I'm going to see, like, you know, a supply depot or something. And no, it's just the way the rocks are formed. Yeah, and get a confirmation one way or the other. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I am looking for where my base is, because I know I have one. Ah, there it is. There's the base. And we are, how far are we from it? 9 minutes. If I were to walk, it would take me 9 minutes to get there. It's not going to take that long in the Nomad. Alright, but now I know where it's at. There's a knowledge stone over here, so let's go get it. Let's go get our free word. Might have to dig our way to it, though. Learn the word for you. Minute. There we are. There's the base. Alright. There's some radiant pillars. I want those. Not pillars. These are radiant shards. Radiant shards. There's a whole lot of them here. Yeah, the radiant pillar is the ship, that's right. Well, now we know where the name kind of came from, don't we? Stop. Oh, darn it. Oh, I didn't stop in time to analyze the mineral, so kind of lost that one. Oh well. It happens. It'll come back up again. In fact, I turned around and there it is. Awesome. Well, it was 9 minutes away. It's not 9 minutes now. It's, you know, closer. But what I'm doing is kind of stopping and shooting and stopping and shopping, I guess, is basically. Well, it seems not only do you get the radiant shard, but it looks like you get a little bit of the Atlanta DM too. I guess it depends on what's near the shard. go. Going through a little jungle here, cactus jungle. This might be an abandoned planet in theory, but it is not in actual action. There's just so much stuff here. And I do apologize for the snorts. What's going on is it's allergy season, essentially. And so I laugh and it blows through my nose. There you are. Okay, so I feel pretty good. I got 10 radiant pillars, so now I'm just gonna do a straight shoot, I think. Since it's hitting nighttime, might as well drive along unless I see a damaged machinery or something. I'm driving at regular speed unless I press the left bumper button, which causes it to try to drive a little faster. But there's not a lot of oomph to this particular Nomad because I don't have any of the upgrades. And I think that most of the upgrades I've gotten for the Nomad have been in expeditions. I don't know that they actually give a lot of modules for upgrading an exocraft, unless you, I think maybe you have to have like an exocraft dude and do the missions for those. So I haven't ever really done those, and so I don't know if that's true, but that is a guess on my part. Go. I love having Nomads. They're a lot of fun to drive. I'm not saying I'm good at driving them, but they are a lot of fun to drive. There. That's parked in the garage. And we can put all that navigation data is good for calling my ship to me without causing me to lose any launch fuel. I can come in here and I can be inside, and I'm gonna grab 2 metal platings from the store because I can most definitely afford it.
Product received.
And I am gonna make a save point over by the door, I think. I just think it's a good idea to have save points around. There we go. One save point. And let's see. I thought I saw chairs. There are chairs. Let's sit down. Well, I could try, but yeah. Alright, I think we're gonna call it good here. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did.